And 22. I started at 7:20. It's Wednesday, November 13th. Just got an order. I think it's a single for $20 for like 33 minutes, which is really good. I'm noticing the offers are getting higher with Uber recently. I'm gonna talk more about that. I got a lot to say, as always. On the OG Commander, going to the pickup right now. Han Bat. Let's go. It's over this way. I always start in this area, and I hate starting in this area. It's like the least spot. This is like the spot I don't want to start, here or like 42nd Street, because it's like the busiest part of the entire city. It's just like you get thrown into the fire. And I always start at like peak time, so go figure. Well, today I'm starting at peak time. Lately I've been starting at around 9, but I'm starting a little earlier today because yesterday I kinda slept in a little bit. All right, here we go. We'll pick up over here. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I have a wired mic. I have the Lavalier 2 from Rode. It's like probably the highest quality wired mic that I can get for this application. Lavalier mic or something. Hello.
Okay? Your name?
Yep, this person right here.
This one and another one.
No, I only have one right here. Just one. So it's just this one, right? Should be just that one, right? Okay, I'll see, because it has two names.
Yeah, two names.
But this only has one name. I don't know why they tied it together.
이게 한꺼번에 왔는데 이거랑 얘는 이거라고 하겠대. 근데 하나가 같이 있었잖아. 이름을 따로 해달라고. 어떻게 해야 되는 거야?
Here.
수유. 그 이름.
That's the food.
Another one. Only 수유?
원리 수육입니다. 얘가
Just that one? That's what I thought. Let me. What's the food on here?
수유.
So that's the food.
Yeah, only 수유.
Yep.
Yeah, only 수유.
And that's the food.
The other.
No, just one. So just this one? Okay.
그러면은 저 수육 요거 따로.
Cool.
왜냐면 이 사람이.
Thank you. Alright, that was weird. They had like two orders tied together, so she was confused. Whatever. And of course, it's in another language, so I can't fucking read the food, or I would help them, but looks like there's only one item on this. There's only one item in the bag, so it makes sense. I swear I blame the restaurant if something happens, because literally, first of all, it's in a different language. Second of all, they tied the bags together. Anyway, we're going about it says, holy shit, it says about 30 minutes to the south, but I seriously doubt it's gonna take that long. Good, because when I first started recording, I got like a shit ton to say, so it's perfect. I actually have the pedals on backwards. The spike pedals, but I don't know if they're on backwards. The reason they're on backwards, well, man, story time. Are you ready? We're gonna work backwards from the pedals on backwards story. We're gonna work backwards, and we're gonna start there from backwards. All right, so basically what happened, I was riding this thing like last week, and I got a flat. I looked down, you know, anyone that rides anything with tires, like bikes, unicycles, when you run over like something and it's stuck in your tire, you hear it tap, 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 tap as you roll, and I could feel it as well. So I pulled over, looked down, and what do you know, a fucking screw was like plugged all the way to the top, stuck in my wheel. So it went through the tire, and this is where I found out the tire is not tubeless. I told you guys in the last video the tire is tubeless. It's not. I bought this used, by the way, so I'm just trying to figure all this out. The tire is not tubeless. I guess it could be converted to tubeless because it says tubeless tire, but it's definitely not tubeless because I had to change it out twice. I had to change 2 inner tubes out on this thing. The first one I had to change it out was because that screw stuck through the tire into the inner tube. So I had to change that out, got a new tube, put it in there. And when I put the new tube in, I pinched the inner tube, because one thing you're not supposed to do when you put new tubes in is you're not supposed to use the tire lever putting the tire back on the rim. You're supposed to use a tire lever to get the tire off the rim. You're not supposed to use it to put it back on, because what happens is when you put it back on with the tire lever, you pinch the tube, and that's what I did. So I put an extra hole in a new tube. I'm like, fuck. And I didn't know that. Actually, I think I'm saying this wrong here. Yeah. Let me start this over. This is what happened. This was a bitch, by the way. First of all, let me say, taking apart these EUCs, you have to take apart literally almost the whole fucking EUC, most EUCs when you do a tire change, because to get to the tire, you gotta unplug the motor, you gotta take apart the top, you gotta take apart the sides, you gotta take off the pedals, you know, all this shit. And then you gotta take the tire off, right? Just to get to the tire, so you take the tire off. And I'm trying to remember, but I think I had to change the tube like 2 or 3 times. The first time what happened is I tried to patch the tube that got the screw stuck in there. I tried to patch it and it seemed okay. I put a patch on there. And yeah, I put a patch on there. I thought it was all good. And I checked the wheel like a couple hours later, and the fucking tube is flat. So basically what happened is I took apart the whole EUC, took the tire off, which is a bitch in itself, put the tire back on, you know, after patching the tube. And then a couple hours later, after I reassembled the whole damn thing, which takes a while as well, a couple hours later, I find out the tire's flat. So I got the thing all assembled, ready to go, and I find out the fucking tire's flat because the patch didn't work. I'm like, god dang. So I had to take apart the wheel again, take off the tire again, which every time I do this, it takes me about 3 to 4 hours just to change an inner tube or change a tire. You think I'm bullshitting? Ask anyone that does EUCs. So the second time around, I put the new tube in, a new tube that I didn't even knew I had. I put it on, and this time after putting on the new inner tube, when I went to put on the tire again, I used that lever. I knew from experience that I might pinch the inner tube, because I've done that a couple times already. Using the lever to put the tire back on, you tend to pinch the inner tube. And I'm like, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. And I used it for like a split second. Like most of the time you struggle to get this fucking tire on, so you're using your hands to pinch it to get the bead around the rim. The reason I found out I pinched the tire on the second inner tube is because right before I was about to put the motor back in the EUC and connect everything back up again, I heard from the valve that something was leaking. I heard it go sss, and at first I thought it was a valve core. Nope, there was a pinch. I pinched it. I'm like, damn it. So then I had to patch my only inner tube left. I had to patch it. I thought I was screwed. And this time I patched it correctly. So far, this is my first time riding it. I haven't noticed anything. So yeah, I put the tire on backwards, so the tire's on backwards. Yay me. And I just wanted to see what it would be like if I changed the pedal directions. Hold on. Get the fuck out of this fucking shit show. Oh, by the way, it's dark here, and look what I got. Ooh, I got a light. I wish it was a little brighter. I wish it was a little brighter, but it works good enough. Anyway, yeah, so the tire's on backwards by accident. That's okay so far, I guess. It's a straight tire. But I put the pedals on an opposite way because I don't know. I wasn't sure. I can't tell with these pedals which way is which. It feels different, but I think I kind of like it better this way. I feel like I have more grip in the front anyway. So I got props to anyone that likes building these damn things or likes to repair these things. Hey, prop to you, man, because that shit is, oh. And not only does it take a while to change the tire on these things, but it takes a lot out of you, bro. You're doing that for 3-4 hours. You're lifting up this damn thing. You're twisting your body. You're in your weird positions, bending over, unscrewing shit, forcing your hands, gripping this fucking tire to put on the beads. Your whole body afterwards, it feels like you wrestled a bear. And that's how I felt. I had to do it one day, and then the next day I had to do it again, and my body was, I was spent, bro. I laid in bed. I'm just like, I don't know, you know. It takes a lot out of you, changing these tires. It's an ordeal, bro. It's not like a bike where you can just take the fucking wheel off the frame and do it that way. No, it's probably one of the hardest things to do on an EUC is changing the tire, believe it or not. When you take apart a new EUC, they're all wired pretty similar, but they're different in a lot of ways. The motherboards are different, the wirings are different. This one only has like one battery attachment in it. So the attachments are a little easier than like the Sherman. The Commander Pro was a lot like the Sherman, but I think it had a little bit more attachments. I don't know. And it's always scary when you first do it, because like you don't know if you fucking attach something wrong. Like you don't know if you put the phase wires in correctly or not or whatever. So you always, you know, what I do is I take a picture of all the wires before I start unplugging shit off the motherboard and all that, so I can look at it, right? I know which wires go where, I mark them, etc. So that way you don't make any dumb mistakes, because it's easy to make just a wrong wire in this thing, bro. It's just like one mistake, that's it. And I've been riding it so far. Nothing bad so far. Is my wheel wobbling right now? Sorry, I'm just checking this out, because like I said, I got the tire on backwards. It feels all right. It's doable. It's doable. Oh boy, here's bad news, real bad news. My Sherman might be on its last legs, and this thing's been through a lot. I've changed the motherboard, I've changed the motor. The one thing I haven't changed is the battery, and recently, so my last charge, I went to charge it, and it only charged to about 96 volts, and the wheel is supposed to take 108 volts for a full charge, and it only charged it up to 96 volts. And then I looked at the LCD screen, which you can see here, and that battery is blinking, and that battery never blinks, and there's nothing online telling you why the fuck that thing is blinking. And I still can't find an answer, but it's kind of weird because the 96 volts only charged it at 96, and the charger said it was done charging. You know, it went from red saying it was charging to green at 96 volts, and it's never done that before. And I got that blinking battery, so I don't know. I have a few things to do some diagnostics with it. It could be a bad battery pack, which I hope it's not, but I think that's what it is. It's a bad battery pack. Probably I'm gonna have to do some diagnostics on it. But if it is a bad battery pack, which I wouldn't be surprised because I've had this thing for 2.5 years, probably like anywhere from 15 to 20,000 miles on this damn thing with those batteries, and it's been through all weather. It's been in a few crashes, and yeah, it's probably about time something's wrong with one of those batteries, because I've done probably over 500 cycles with it as well. It has 2 battery packs. There's one on the left side, one on the right side of the EUC, and just one battery pack, either on the left or the right, it costs around a little over $1,000 for one battery pack. Now there's 2 battery packs. So even if there's a battery pack with one wrong in there, even if there's one battery pack that's wrong in there, it's gonna cost me, like, probably after shipping, taxing, it's probably gonna cost me $1,200 to replace a battery. And if you look online for if you look used online, you can find these Sherman Maxes right now for around $1,000. And I can literally buy a fucking used Sherman Max for probably around $1,000. Probably less than I would paying for a fucking one battery pack. So that's why I'm saying, if there's something wrong with the battery pack, I don't know, Sherman, you've been good to me, but you know, I think I'd rather buy another Sherman at that case, or maybe just hold on to the Commander and the Kingston 16X and just say RIP fucking Sherman, and sell the motor, sell the fucking motherboard, sell the parts, because I'm not about to drop $1,200 for a fucking battery. A motor, yeah. A motherboard, yeah. But a fucking battery pack, those things are hell of expensive. And if it's both battery packs that are wrong, well, then I'm definitely not spending on that. Hold on a sec. I'm in my drop off right now. I really hope this thing's not losing pressure, bro, because man, that would suck. Because I literally don't have any other EUCs, and I do not want to ride my bike. I mean, I do have other EUCs, but like I said, the Sherman's down right now until I can do some diagnostics on it, figure out what the hell's wrong, and then my Kingston 16X, I need to do some diagnostics on the fucking motor. So I'm just hoping this thing will hold. I bought some new tires, some new tubes in the meantime, but it's not going to be here probably for another week. Let's see if okay, it's telling me to leave it building reception. Perfect. Drop that off. We're going to McDonald's. This is a double for like, I don't know, 20 something minutes or something. I can't remember. Let me turn this fucking thing off. You know, if there's something wrong with the battery, and I think there might be, then with the Sherman, then I'm probably not gonna buy another battery pack, because I can buy, like I said, I can buy another long range wheel for like the same fucking price as a battery pack, a new battery pack. So it's really not even worth it, really, to buy another new battery pack. And then who's to say the other battery pack's not going to go wrong, you know, after that, and then I'd have to spend like another, you know, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm glad I got this wheel right now, and I'm gonna check the tire pressure here in a second. When I got a little bit more time, see if it's leaking air. I put about 45 psi when I came out, so I'm gonna have to, that's the max pressure, so I'm gonna test it again here in a second. I mean, I don't mind refilling it every now and then, but if I gotta refill it like every fucking 20 minutes, that's gonna suck.
I go to forget your rostrum. You have someone.
you.
Cool. Thanks. All right, first drop off's 2 minutes this way. It's right by Wall Street. Anyway, I don't know where I was with the story, but it just seems like I'm just fixing these EUCs all the time, and I'm just spending like new parts all the time, and I don't know, man. I've been in this situation a few times before. It always sucks, and I wonder if like I can like, pretty sure I can write this shit off like on my taxes, because technically food delivery drivers are independent contractors, blah blah blah. And basically use these things as part of your business, so you can like write it off on your taxes. I know you can do the miles, because I did that last year, and I'm pretty sure you can write off the expenses. I mean, as far as like purchases and shit like that, if it goes towards, I mean, it's your vehicle, it's your primary vehicle, right? Even electric unicycle. So I'm hoping it can go towards taxes. I think it will. All these fucking expenses, bro.
Yes, sir.
Food delivery. Yep.
First whole week.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, like I said, if it's a battery issue. Oh yeah, the thing I wanted to say, so the other day I rode my Sherman Max down to 9% battery. I don't think I've ever had it below 30, 25%, something like that. I never had it below that, and I rode it down to 9%. And I charged it after that, and it was good, and then I rode it again, and after I charged it again, that's when I had the issue. So I'm thinking maybe I'm just guessing, but maybe I think I might have did something when I rode the Sherman down to 9%. I'm not sure, I'm just guessing. I'm hoping that I can ride it a couple times and that issue will go away, but it's what bothers me the most is, let me see, where's this? What bothers me the most is it only charged at 96.7, and I think it does that if one of the battery packs are bad, so they don't charge on I don't know the word, I don't know, I read it, but it does that on purpose. It does that on purpose. If one of the battery packs are bad, it doesn't charge it fully. And so all the symptoms so far are saying that it's a battery pack. But like I said, I'm gonna do a couple things, test it out, and we'll find out. I will say, I got my money's worth out of the Sherman, for sure. I mean, I put a ton of miles on that thing, and I made it go through hell. I definitely got my money's worth out of it. I'm just not ready to drop another fucking $1,000+, especially for a battery pack. I'd rather buy another fucking EUC, to be honest. I mean, I can buy like a King Song 16X for like $500 right now if I look for it used. And that thing can last me 6 to 7. I can have 2 of them, and I just switch it out when one of them gets low, you know. I'd much rather do that than spend $1,000 on a fucking battery pack. But anyway, if you're new to this channel, so I know I'm all over the place, and technically you're supposed to say these things at the beginning. But if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name's Bryce. Channel name is ETAonTheEUC. That stands for estimated time of arrival on the electric unicycle. If you didn't know, I do food deliveries in Manhattan full time. Been doing it since late 2001. And yep, this is all about food delivery, vlogs. Electric unicycles happen to be in it. And that's all I want to say for now. Welcome. Hello. I have a food delivery. Okay, cool. So we got the light. You probably can't see it, but like I said, this GoPro's acting up, so I got a battery bank going into my pocket. The batteries inside the GoPro are not being read, so I have to do this. And now I got you probably can't see it here, but I got a mic up here that goes to the GoPro as well. So I'm not using my wireless Rode mic, I'm using a wired mic. So that should stop the issues with the mic keep cutting out due to the fucking batteries. So I just got wires everywhere, man. All right. Meet at door order. I can hear her talking on the phone. She didn't hear me, so I'll just text her. Food delivery. I knocked on door. No response. So left food at your door. Thanks. Send. Confirm delivery. Complete order. There we go. So I got a matching order. 13 minutes, $5. There's the EUC, by the way. Going to 3 times. I think it's like an Asian food place, picking up this order. So I just got to add on for like 10 minutes, $3.77. Once again, I'm going by trip time with Uber because we get paid by trip time, not really by base pay. If the base pay is higher than $20 an hour in trip time, then that's when I go by base pay, but usually that's never the case. If you didn't understand that, then you need to look at my other videos because I'm getting tired of explaining that. This is Bryce.
Hi, you just delivered my order, but I'm not seeing it outside the door.
Yeah, it's 95 Wall Street, right?
Yes.
Yes, and it's floor 11, it- I'm sorry. I put it at 11. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry about that. If you could, I could go back for you. I'll go back right now and I'll put it at the right spot. Give me 1 sec.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. God damn it. So that's what happens when I got all this shit going on. That's my fault. So you get confused. You see 1-1, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm gonna be late to this pickup, but I don't care. I gotta fucking... And she could literally go out her door and just go down fucking a few doors and get her order. Shouldn't have even have said nothing. Whatever. See, in this case, I knocked on the door, no one answered, so I hope no one took it. Hey, I put it at the wrong door. I put it at 11. This is 11. Yeah. Can I just take it with me real quick? Okay, cool. Thank you. So, right when I came out the elevator on the floor where I made the mistake and I put the order wrong, I met the customer. She was walking back with her food. So she actually went and got the food, and so that's good. Customer got the food. I said, I'm sorry, it was my mistake. So moving on. It's a good thing about getting paid per time is you can kind of dick around, or not really dick around, but you can make a mistake and it's okay. Because right now I'm still getting paid for this order I'm supposed to pick up because I'm getting paid per trip by the time I accept it to the time I drop it off. Although, if you don't go to the pickup in time, Uber threatens you. And they say, we notice that you're not going to the pickup. If you don't go to the pickup, we're going to cancel your order. Is basically what they say. Pickups right by each other. I managed to fit all that shit in there. Yes, I'll watch my EUC. I'm right here, I can see it. Hello. I love how there's people like ignore you. Pick up for Sherman. Cool, thank you. Just got that one. Got the pickups right here. It's called the Dead Rabbit. Yes, the Dead Rabbit. I've never been here before. Looks like a bar or something.
You got food?
Yeah.
32 water sheet. Outside, 32 water.
Okay, I guess I'm at the wrong spot. So 32 water. Okay. Oh, right here. Bro, I gotta go down through this mess just to get my fucking order. Come on. Oh. I'm sorry. Shit. Is this where I pick up an order right here? Yep.
2 minutes.
2 minutes? All right, thank you. I was trying to back up so I don't get hit by the door. I couldn't back up, I almost tripped on the steps. EUC. Man, I hate starting these recordings where I'm just like all over the damn fucking spot. Like I'm all over the place right now. Hit the fucking ground running, dude. Ah, at least I got a second to chill. 2 minutes. It's usually not like this. It's usually chill because whatever, who cares? So this blows my mind. They you know, the thing with pay per time is this order was like $3.44, right? And it said about 10 minutes. But look at this shit. Lamb chops, chips, burger, fried chicken, chips, lamb chops, Irish coffee, something something, smashed patty, fried chicken, Irish coffee, something something, burger, sausage roll, chips for $3.44. And see, that's not the customer's fault, because the customers, they can't tip until after the order. So even if they wanted to tip, they can't do it till after the order. But most don't tip with Uber even after the order. So it's complicated, bro. But I can't get mad at the customer for this, because this is Uber paying me in the base pay, and then if the customer wants to tip after, they will. But I think I'm not gonna wait too long on this. I'm gonna wait like, actually I could wait a little long because I am getting paid by time. I don't know, whatever. Boring. Pub, I've been taking every damn order basically, and so I'm basically in the premier status, so I can actually schedule myself. So I got a Grubhub starting here in about 30 minutes, and we're going until about 5 a.m. Although I'm not really in that shit anymore. I slept in the other, although I'm not in Premiere right now, I slept in the other day and I missed a shift, so that took away my Premiere status. But I gotta basically just be on top of it now. If I want to keep my Grubhub, you get paid, you get tips way more. They're doing it the old school way as compared to Uber and DoorDash. And I noticed with DoorDash today, I logged in and they got fucking everything open, schedules wide open, which I haven't seen for a long time. So that either means that DoorDash has realized they messed up with scheduling and they're redoing it, so now you can get schedules, or more than likely it's just the busy season. Because I also noticed with Uber, they like doubled my time. Last month or so, they like doubled my time from where it was, even though I've been on the same tier. So that means just the busy season, they just want more people out. So this happens a lot. DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber, they all open up their schedules for people. So if you couldn't get on before, you definitely can now. So I'm gonna see if this shit's ready. I think it's gonna be ready for a while.
For Brian?
Yeah.
The big order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this the whole thing?
Yeah, this is the whole
Oh, great. Yeah, cool.
You got it?
Yeah. Thanks. Where am I supposed to pick up here, by the way?
Here.
Oh, okay.
It just
Cool.
there's a weird thing, but this is where this is all the
Got it. I just didn't know who I had to talk to.
you're
But
good. Cheers. See you next
thanks, man. Look at this shit. $3.44 for this, bro. Let's see if these motherfuckers tip. Yeah, this is crazy. Hopefully I don't have to go too far. Let's see. I don't think I do. I'm not even gonna bother putting this shit in my bag. I'm gonna carry the other two. I literally don't have room for these. Yeah, you definitely feel like a chump, dude, when you fucking deliver these things for this price. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good, getting paid by the time, whatever. Let's just do it real quick. We like to look at pretty shit. There's some pretty shit. This is financial district. Probably can't see it. I got a fucking car right behind me, but yeah, it's pretty. See? So the world, the 9/11 memorials right here to the left. Can't really see it right now, but this drop off right here, I think this is like Uber headquarters. Not the, like the main one is like in main one is in San Francisco, but this is like another headquarters, I guess. So you got Uber on the fucking sides. Alright. Of course I gotta wait for this person. Let me see. Text him real quick.
Your call has been forwarded to voice. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Alright. Try it one more time. Sometimes you gotta do it once or twice for it to go through.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Nope. This chick gonna make me wait 7 minutes as well. Let's find out, bro. Fucking goddamn. Hey, food delivery? All right. Yep, got you right here.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good one. Oh, you're good. Thank you. You're good. Don't worry about it. Have a good one. Right, like, look at this shit. How the fuck am I supposed to put that in my bag, man? The other order is right here as well, so it says call me when you're close. Well, I can't do that until I'm on your order, so let me call you now.
Hello.
Hey, food delivery, I arrived.
Yeah, I'm coming down.
Alright, thank you. Brian P?
Yeah.
Got you right here. I couldn't put these in my bag, they're too big. I got 3 of them, yeah.
All good.
So,
All of it?
do you guys have the pin by any chance?
9211.
9211. Cool, thank you. Minutes until Grubhub. Let me see if I can log in with Grubhub. Nope. And I can't log in with Uber because I wasn't scheduled for 8. So we're just gonna burn 15 minutes here. So technically what I do when I do my earnings at the end of the shift, the way I calculate it, there's 2 ways, right? There's trip by time, and then there's base pay calculation. Now if my base, ooh, look at that. Now if my base pay plus my tips are higher than my trip time, I go by that. If my trip time is higher than my base pay and the tips, I go by that. Why? Because Uber, if you make less than base pay, they pay you the difference with the trip time. So if you make more in base pay plus tips, they don't pay you the difference. So basically, if you make more in base pay plus tips, that's what you calculate to use as your trip earnings. If you don't make base pay plus tips and the trip time is higher, then they use that as your earnings. You see what I'm saying? Grubhub's different. Grubhub goes by the old, I'm riding around like, I'm just burning time right now, but Grubhub goes by the old model. So in that case, I don't go by trip time. I go by base pay plus tips. So yeah, I'm gonna sit down and wait for this 8 minutes to pass by so I can log into Grubhub, and then I'm gonna stay on Grubhub until like 5 a.m. because from 9 p.m. until 4:30 is basically when I'm on Grubhub, and I'm gonna take every fucking order. Is my goal with Grubhub, so I can bring up my stats, so I can keep my premier status, all that bullshit. Another thing I wanted to say, I know I'm talking a lot, but I don't even care anymore. Another thing I want to say is what I notice when I do full time with Uber, just Uber alone, and I take every order, basically at the end of the day, when I'm on the electric unicycle, it ends up being anywhere from $24 to $26 an hour. So, and you ask why, if I'm getting paid $20 in trip time, why is it so high? It's because I'm on an electric unicycle, I'm going faster than what it predicts. So I'm actually doing more orders per hour. And over time, over the week, tips are added in. The little tips that I do get, and it ends up being around $24, $26 an hour. So that's basically what I get. Now I notice when I'm on the bike, I go slower because I'm on a mechanical bike, you know, and I can't make the same amount of money. I'm making around $20 an hour, you know, on the bike, because I'm not doing trips as fast and as often. So there is a difference. You know, you would think that the dollar per hour, there's not a difference because you're getting paid by the hour, so what does it matter how fast you go? But there is a difference, because on my bike I probably make $200 to $300 less a week, I've noticed, than on my electric unicycle at the end of the week. And with Grubhub, what I've noticed, doing a full week, which I did, I actually save like about a day's worth of work. So let's say it takes me 7 days. Let's say it takes me 6 days to make a certain amount. I usually work 6 days a week. Say it takes me 6 days to do a certain amount with Uber alone for the week. It takes me about 5 days to do that same amount with Grubhub. So there is a difference with that as well. So, and that's taking every order with Grubhub. The other thing I noticed with Grubhub, I'm giving you guys all these little tidbits. This is in New York City, by the way. The other thing I noticed with Grubhub is I used to wonder, like, what's the benefit of working the days during the nights? Why do people like the mornings? There is a benefit with Grubhub during the early morning hours. I noticed it's because Grubhub tends to do like a lot of business orders. So like people like in corporate offices, they will order, and they'll order for their like employees, and those, especially on Grubhub, they'll tip, and they'll tip real high. So there is a benefit doing Grubhub here in Manhattan in the morning, doing it like in Midtown and shit like that. And I'm sure some people know that, they just don't want to say that. They don't want to say that on YouTube or nothing like that. But yeah, so I think it's better to work Grubhub in the morning than at night, because at night it's just like drunk people or like people, you know, that aren't employees. They're just ordering at home, so they're less to tip often. But if you do it during the peak times, especially in the morning, stuff like that, you get a lot of like people ordering for their employees and stuff like that, and corporations tend to tip more, so you actually get more with Grubhub. So there's a benefit working with Uber and shit. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, but with Grubhub it does. So yeah, those are some things I wanted to say there. Let's see if I can log in. Yep, here we go, logging in. 8:56. Let's go. We're just doing Grubhub. We're gonna take every fucking order. I don't care how small it is. It's the old method. This isn't the new method with Uber, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, here we go. Gonna do it till 5 a.m. A little longer between orders sometimes. But that's okay. It's, like I said, I've only done one full week with Grubhub, where I basically just worked with Grubhub for a full week. So in that week I noticed that, like I said, I got basically a day ahead with Grubhub compared to Uber. So it doesn't really matter the wait time. And basically what I'm saying is, it doesn't really matter if I have to wait a little longer. It still ends up being better. But that could have been a fluke, you know. I could have got paid more that week. I could have got more tips that week, so I don't know. But It's all trial and error, dude. And here in New York City, we've seen the whole gauntlet, bro. We've seen regular pay, we've seen like $30 an hour pay, we've seen different mandates. We've seen it all, bro. We've been tested on everything. And here's the other thing is DoorDash brought back Dash Now. What the fuck? I guess. Look at all this. Look at all the times I can do. I'm in Lower Manhattan. I can schedule myself right now. Like, what? Look at all this. Usually you get on here, you see nothing. You never can Dash Now. So I had an issue with DoorDash before, because let's say I went to Brooklyn down here, and let's say I was in this zone. There's different zones. You got North Brooklyn, you got Williamsburg, right? You know, all the shit. And if you got an order coming out of that zone, you got to go back before you can start getting orders again. And I didn't like that. And so I'm like, what's the point of doing DoorDash? Because let's say I get an order that goes 20 minutes out my way, which it does happen. And now you're stuck in a different zone where you're not getting orders, but you can't do Dash Now. So now you got to spend 20 minutes going back. So you're basically wasting your schedule. So DoorDash did a survey the other day where they asked what we thought about the mandate, which is rare. DoorDash usually, in my opinion, doesn't give a fuck about what we say. So when I almost made a community post about this, I'm like, dude, DoorDash is asking us what we think? No way. And so I left my opinion. I said, dude, you got to take out the zones. You got to bring Dash Now back, and you got to open up these schedules, bro. Because literally, I'm not working for you because I can't make any money with you. And obviously, you're asking our opinion because you're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with your earnings. So, and then what do you know? I'm not gonna say that I made this change, but hey man, maybe they listened to me, because it looks like we got Dash Now back, and it looks like we can fucking schedule ourselves. So I hope they took our feedback, or they saw my feedback. I didn't think they were gonna take out the zones, because that's been a DoorDash thing forever, but anyway. Like, if you're scheduled and you put unavailable, in essence, you're basically pausing Grubhub. And what happens is, if you're toggled off, that's toggled off to unavailable, Grubhub will send you a message saying, hey, you better toggle back on, or we're going to take your block off. It takes about maybe 5 minutes before they send you that message. And that's a good thing, because right now, like, I'm not getting any orders with Grubhub. So like, if I was scheduled with Uber right now, I could turn on Uber and I can get orders with Uber. Like, let's say that Grubhub is slow for whatever reason, I can hit that button, pause it for about 5 minutes until I get that message telling me log back in, and then I can hit the taking offers again real quick, and then I can turn it back off, and that basically resets it for another 5 minutes. So if it's slow, I could turn it off, because what happens is, if I was to take off my block right now, I get penalized. So essentially, basically, to not get penalized, you toggle between on and off within 5 minutes. I know. And yeah, you could basically work other apps. So if I'm not going to get an order here with Grubhub, like an extended long period of time, then I'll probably toggle them off real quick and then take a order with Uber, although I'm not scheduled with Uber right now because I'm scheduled with Grubhub. But anyway, I'm talking a lot of nuance here. But and another reason you know why DoorDash wants people to work is because, first of all, look at this fucking referral rewards, dude. If you refer someone, they get $600 if they complete a certain amount of trips, a new person, and then you get $900. That's a huge referral, bro. That's saying that they need fucking drivers out right now. Alright, I mean, Grubhub, if you're not gonna give me any orders, I'm gonna log in with fucking DoorDash. So let's go. So let me log in with DoorDash. And let's just go till, wow, it's giving me a whole thing, bro. It's letting me go all the way. Let's just go till 9 p.m. I'm telling you, these apps have the power to do anything they want. If they wanted me to work at any time, they would do that. Oh, I can't dash now? Oh, okay. Let's try till 12 a.m. See if that works. Oh, I can't do that? Why not? I'm trying to schedule myself 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Oh, I can't do that? Okay, maybe I was wrong this whole time. Maybe DoorDash is just glitching like it used to always do. Oh, I can't do that? Oh, I can't do that? Yeah, it's a glitch. God dang it. So all this shit, it's a glitch. You can't even log in. Can't save, can't log in. Can't dash now. Glitch. Fuck it, let's log in with Uber. We're gonna take orders. So basically at this time, if I'm not getting anything with Grubhub, I'll log in with Uber. And whichever one gets me the order first, I'll take. Likely it's gonna be Uber. And then I'll pause the other one. So let's just wait, because I'm not sitting out here at Grubhub. You're not gonna give me any fucking orders, man. 14 minutes. Uber.
Head to your pickup at Chick-fil-A 144 Fulton Street.
So you're going to Chick-fil-A. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause Grubhub. Bam. And what's gonna happen is, after 5 minutes, Grubhub's gonna send me a message saying, "Hey, you better toggle back on, or we're gonna take your schedule off." So when I get that message,
turn right on Fulton
I just
Street.
toggle on and then toggle off real quick, and then it basically resets it. Because like I said, I can't drop my fucking block, because if I drop my block, I won't be Premiere anymore. I won't be able to schedule myself. So. And how about this acquisition? This place called Wonder has bought Grubhub today.
Turn right on Fulton Street.
So let's see if Wonder can fucking do better than Grubhub, because Grubhub was sinking. Alright, we're going to Chick-fil-A. To toggle on. Eventually you're going to do that. You're going to forget to toggle on. You're going to get kicked off with Grubhub. It's going to hurt your ratings, but whatever. I don't really care, dude. Well, I do care, but yep. Cool, thanks. About 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna toggle on real quick and then toggle off. You see that? And that basically resets the time. I gotta remember to do that. That's the only part that sucks. And so what I can do in this case, I can go on Uber and put stop new requests. So what this is gonna do, it's gonna stop new requests from happening, because when you get closer to the drop-off, Uber sends you another order to keep you going, right? But if I can toggle on with Grubhub right before I drop off this order, then I might be able to get an order with Grubhub. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that all night. That's more like shit I used to do when I used to stack orders and stuff like that, but whole nother story. But yeah, I'm gonna try to stay on Grubhub, but if it's not gonna give me orders, I'm not gonna stay on, man. Thing where, if you're late to the drop off or the pickup, they penalize you. And I think you need like an 85% or higher, either 80 or 85% or higher with on-time arrivals to keep your Premiere. So you got a little bit more leeway, because with scheduling and something else or the other, I forgot. Scheduling and canceling orders, you need like a 95% for both of those to keep Premiere with Grubhub. But you still don't want to be late and stuff with Grubhub. They give you a little bit more leeway though. So basically, by the time I get to this place, I'm gonna turn on Grubhub, unless it's like a big stairs or something. Anyway, whatever. It's pretty cool. Right now we're in Chinatown. See the lights. Mulberry Street, they always shut down the street during the weekends, and like there's people walking through here and stuff. Alright, drop off street to the left. This is okay.
For James by chance?
Yep, got you right now. Alright, perfect timing, huh? Alright. This.
Thank you so much.
Yep. And this.
Yeah, save a trip.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one. So I'm toggling in with Grubhub. Come on, Grubhub. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Get me something here. So if I remember back before the mandate, around 9:10 was slow time, and it's 9:30 right now, 9:20. So that might be the reason I'm not getting orders with Grubhub. But I ain't gonna wait around forever, Grubhub. Let's go. Let's go. You got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Too long. I'm gonna turn Uber back on. I'm not out here waiting for nothing. Let's go. It's a busy season and everything. I should be getting orders, man. I knew something was suspicious with DoorDash, dude. You got all those schedules open and you got Dash now. DoorDash is like the king of glitches too, so I should have known better. One for like 15 minutes, the other for like 20 something odd minutes. I don't know which one this is, probably the one for 15. So we're gonna turn Grubhub back off because I'm not getting any orders with Grubhub. Pause it, go back to Uber. At this point, bro, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care if I lose Grubhub Premier. Like, I really don't. Because I was doing fine with Uber before Grubhub. So, I mean, Grubhub's nice to have, but I don't need it. I just don't care anymore. I just don't want to play fucking games anymore. Just give me orders, bro. Let me work. 15 minutes. Uber. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good with this mic. I think I'll be alright because I have the full face helmet on because the wind. I got a shield to block the wind. And I got the wired mic, which I'm not sure how well it picks up, but I think last time I recorded with it, it was pretty good. Yep, Diego.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. Thank you.
Is it only 3?
Alright, next pickup is Crumble Cookies. About 4 minutes to the north. So yeah, I might have offended food delivery drivers that are like, what do you mean it's chump change, blah blah blah. What I said earlier, saying how like, why would I lie about my earnings? This shit's chump change. Well, look, dude, it's for New York City, it's not much, bro. Like, and what's even funny about that is I've done polls on my community posts. I ask how much people are making like a week, and I beat everybody, because if you look at the polls, either people are doing this part-time or they're not even doing that. But there's very few people, I can tell from looking at the polls. I don't want to say how much I make a week. I know people want to know, but I make more a week, because flat out I just work more. That's the only reason. You know, there's nothing I'm doing special really. I just work more. At first when I started doing this, I was making like 26, and then I started making like 30. That's before the mandate, like an hour. And I never really made that much. Like, I've never made $30 an hour before I started doing this, and I was just like, and in my head I was like, oh, maybe I can just do this forever, because it's independence. I never had this kind of independence before from a job, kind of working on my own, doing my own hours, making $30 an hour. And in my head I was just, maybe I can just do this for a long time, you know. And then quickly that reality went away. Small box, just put it in here like this. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. See, I just got that message from Grubhub. Log in, bitch. Log in. Log off. There you go. How about you give me orders, Grubhub? A couple minutes before this drop off. But yeah, so when I first started doing this, in my head I'm like, maybe I can just do this for a long time. You know, maybe I can do this for a while and life will be happy ever since. But somewhere along the lines my senses hit me, and I'm just like, yeah, why? You're out in the elements, you know. There's other things with electric unicycles. You have to depend on electric unicycles that can literally catch apartments on fire. You're basically at the whim of these food delivery apps. The potential of earnings could be significantly higher. You have a degree. What are you doing? So, yeah, that's kind of where my mind's at. Off. Hello. I have a food delivery.
Yes, you have delivery. Thank you very much. No problem.
Cool, thanks.
Thank you.
So anyway, so when I knocked, sometimes the customers say leave it at the door, through the door, and in that case, that's what he said, so that is what I did. Got another order, 8:58. Cool, thank you. So I just got another order for 8:58 for 16 minutes, which is good. Oh, this is another reason I do podcasts, because with podcasts, I don't have to think about food delivery. I don't have to do deliveries, and I can just stay on a topic and really get into depth. But like I said, with this food delivery shit here in Manhattan, I mean, your focus is everywhere. It is so hard to do a conversation. I'll try to say this quick. So yeah, like I said, end of 2003, I realized that the government wasn't going to pay off my student loans, right? Learned my lesson. That's a long story with that. I'm not going to get into that. I did wait a little bit to see what the fuck they were gonna do, and then I realized, hey, yeah, government's not gonna pay this shit off. So I had like 20,000 left in loans from my student loans, and since the early 2024, I just been working a lot. I could have been working more, but basically I only have $2,000 left, and I'll be able to pay that off by the end of the year. So no more student loans. Wow, it's going to be amazing. And then I've been working on my portfolio to try to get a job in the software shit, which I heard is starting to open up now a little bit, because there was a lot of layoffs and shit after the pandemic. Because basically what happened, this is just my stupid knowledge of the thing from hearsay, is that the tech jobs, like coding jobs and stuff like that, they started hiring a lot during the pandemic because they needed, I forgot the reason why, but they just needed more people during the pandemic, and then they started laying people off after the pandemic because there wasn't as much need, and then so it's harder to get a job. And now I think it's starting to get better, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so for like the last year, I've just been working on my portfolio, because you can't get hired in this shit without experience, and I don't know, just talking out my ass right now. Doing that for last year, finally finished a project, started on my next project. I was thinking about devoting a video to showcase my projects, but I don't know, because if I do that, I'm just going to be focused on the video, not really focused on, I don't know, I just don't know if I want to do that right now. But anyway, my goal is to hopefully within the next year have a job in software, and that will change everything. I know it's going to be hard. I know once I finish a portfolio, that's just the beginning, but well, it's not the beginning. I got my degree, I got the portfolio. Then I just need to basically network like a motherfucker, improve my portfolio, all that shit. But hey, it's either that or fucking make $20 an hour for the rest of my fucking life, and don't want to do that. What the fuck? What is this? 2005? Am I even at the race? You might say, hey dude, why did it take you a year to do a portfolio, or to do a project? Bro, that is a whole story in itself. But basically, I redid fucking AliExpress, okay? I basically redid AliExpress from little experience, and I learned along the way. And that takes time, okay? When you're not using any frameworks or anything like that. Right. See, that's another instance where it says meet at the door, you knock, and then the customer says thanks, because they don't want to open the door. All right. Next pickup is Hearty and Healthy. It's real close here. Hello. I have a pickup for this person. Zach. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Anyway, I'm real proud, bro. I got $2,000 left. I gotta spend on my fucking school debt, and then that's gone. I won't have any more debt. I've had it for a long time. I think I started with like 42,000 when I got out of school. I paid that off very slowly, and then 2024 I really kicked it into gear. Paid off half that debt in like a year, which on my salary, and it was doing food delivery. You know, no one helped me. Pretty proud of it, dude. Okay, let's zigzag here. Bike doesn't know if he was going left or right. But yeah, my income, bro, that's pretty damn good. 20 grand plus all the other shit I got, all the bills I got and stuff like that. That's pretty damn good. So I'm pretty proud of myself. One thing, you know, one thing I learned from this is one thing I've been wanting to say. One of the biggest things I learned from school is not even the education. It's to never go into debt again, and to be extremely careful about what you sign up for, especially when it comes to money and debt. That's the biggest lesson. And yeah, dude, you know, especially, you know, listen to Ramsey, like the Ramsey show. They talk a lot about this. That's kind of the whole, sorry about that, go ahead. Thank you. That's basically the whole theme of their show, is to get out of debt and then save money, invest, blah blah blah. And that really hit home for me, to like never do that again. Oh God, so hard to hold a conversation. Anyway, if you want to like hear my whole story, and now this thing interrupts, great, perfect, thank you. If you want to hear my whole story on that, like why I'm doing food delivery, like my whole college thing, the whole debt thing, just check out this video here. It's called I Quit. It was a podcast I did when the mandate flipped. I thought they were doing like $17 an hour. It's a whole story, I don't even remember, but somewhere in there I talk about my whole journey, and I really get into depth. And if you want to listen to that, it's pretty long, but it's in there somewhere. You listen to that, you can get more information on that. But anyway, there's the east and a west tower here. This one, east tower. So I think this is the east tower right here. Yeah. No, it's the west tower. Woo, it's windy. I tell you, when you do this job, you become like a professional meteorologist. I think that's the term, where you do the climate and shit. Because last thing you want is to come out here not wearing the right apparel and fucking freeze your ass off. So I look at the wind, I look at the weather, I look at the precipitation, all that. I think about the time the sun rises, everything. Like all that affects the fucking weather. Like it can be like 70 degrees, but there's like a fucking 15-mile-an-hour wind, it can feel like 40, I'm telling you. Hey, 16E, I'm just gonna write the name. Okay. Ooh, that was close. I almost put it at the wrong spot. 6:30. Sorry, I got the wrong spot here. Is that the right? The wrong spot. This is 6:20. 6:26. Jeez. This hardly ever happens, bro. It's recording. It's when I record. This is 6:30. The last thing you want is, yeah. The last thing you want to do is fucking carry this bitch across. Last thing you want to do is drop off an order, then go like 10 blocks away, then get a call from the customer, and then have to come all the way back. So that's never fun. Thank God I saw that. Hello. I have a food delivery.
Yeah, food deliveries, you have to go on the back side. There is a doorman on the back side.
Okay, thank you. Boy. I hate when that happens. This is one of these places where after a certain time, they stop, because this is like the food delivery entrance where I'm going right now. But after a certain time at night, they make you go through the front, so you can never tell. All these places are different. We don't know. Ugh. So I've had Grubhub on ever since. This thing's talking in my ear. I can't. I've had Grubhub on ever since I was at the other place across the street. Still haven't got an order with Grubhub. So come on, Grubhub. Like, what the fuck? Grubhub's one of those apps where you get an order, you do an order, then they send you more orders. Hello. I have a food delivery. Yep. All right, no problem.
What is your company name?
Uber.
Check the name of the customer for me.
It says Faye. Yep.
Go all the way down.
All right. So you get to the point where when you go to reception and you just look at them in the face, you can tell they're going to give you an issue. He was one of those people. You could just, maybe you saw it in the recording, but you could just tell. They look at you like they got something to say. He was one of them. Hey, how's it going? 16.
The apartment? Still right when you step up.
All right, no problem.
I'll be here waiting for you.
All right, thank you. No, wrong way. Yep, that's right here.
Thank you very much.
Here you go, no problem. Have a good one. Thank you.
Stay warm.
I'll try. Holy I must have got a tip somewhere. Holy fuck, bro. A $64 tip? What the fuck? Damn, that 3 times, bro, gave me a fucking $64 tip. What the fuck? Hold on 1 second. Hold on, bro. Look at that. I already know what order that was. That was that fucking big ass order I did. See? That thing was $334 for that base pay. But it was that big ass order, and it was a corporation. It was the Uber corporation. That's for a whole bunch of employees, so they probably tipped me. I got a matching order right now for $12. But damn, 64, that might be a record for me, bro. So it was a double order, that double order. It was a 3 times order, and then it was the Dead Rabbit or something, the fucking restaurant. A huge order. It had to be the huge order because it was A, it was a huge order. B, it was a corporation for likely for a whole bunch of employees. And corporations, like I was speaking of earlier, they're the people that tip really, and that tip good. So I almost canceled that order, dude, because I'm like, look at all this food I got to do for $3.34 base pay. But believe it or not, a lot of people don't tip on those big ass orders with Uber, but this person obviously did. That probably might be a record for me. $64. Wow. Let me check that shit out again, bro. Let me see that. Unavailable emotion. Get out of my face, man. Earnings. And that was the only tip I got too. Yeah, look at that. I'm not bullshitting. Turned out to be a $73.29 order. $64.45. Some thanks for tip for sure. So you can't really see which. It was 2 trips, like I said. It was a three times, which is that Asian food. That was a small order, and then that big order. So I'm almost certain it was that big order. Had to be. Ain't no one gonna give me that fucking tip. No individuals are gonna give me that tip, but that had to be a fucking from a corporation, bro. They probably tallied all their tips or something. I don't know. Or it was just some rich ass motherfucker, like a businessman. Like, here you go, dude. Buy yourself some fucking gum. I'm literally clowning on myself right now. Yeah. That was awesome. I got a matching order right now for $12. Going to Shake Shack now. Shake Shack. I'm not even sure if I've ever had Shake Shack. Pretty good. $7, 19 minutes. $7, 19 minutes. Did I say that? I don't know. It's almost half the time. Well, not really. 5 minutes over. Pretty good. It's not bad. This drop off is literally like a block over. I don't even care. With Grubhub, like, man, these stats are ridiculous. 95%, like, just commitment rate, and like, it's so high, dude. Alright. Like, this is crazy. It's like working at a job and getting fired for being 10 minutes late once, basically. That's basically what it's like. I may or may not be exaggerating that, but whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Drop offs right here. Meet in lobby. I'm wearing a blue shirt. That's the notes. There you go. Thanks, man. Have a good one. All right. Next pickup is Bonchon Chicken. About 4 minutes to the south. Let's go. It's like Korean chicken or some shit. I don't know. There is such a thing. Wow. See, here goes my sensitivity again. In my head, I'm like, did that sound racist? Did that sound racist? Bro, it's not racist to say fucking Korean fucking fried chicken. Especially if that's what it is. Oh, yeah, I've been indoctrinated. Woke culture. I need sensitivity training. See, this is what happens when you're an independent contractor. You don't get that yearly fucking sensitivity training at work. Oh, sorry. You know those stupid ass things you gotta watch, like how to. All right, shut up, man. how to like conduct yourself with your employees or with your co-workers, like give you a course on sexual harassment. Some people really need to watch that course, including the fucking soon-to-be president of the United States. But, hey man, maybe I said too much. Maybe I said too much. And ain't that funny, right? It's like some people can be whoever they want to be as far as to the public, and they can go as far as possible in life, you know, and then other people can't even look a certain way, can't even, you know, yeah, look a certain way, or, you know, whatever, and they, you know, don't get that far in life. So it's just like, who do you listen to? Do you listen to ethics, morality, or do you just say F it and become president of the United States? You know what I mean? Like, think about that. Think about that. It really makes you think, like these dumb things, like, oh, like cussing on YouTube and shit. Like, look, people have done far worse in public and become fucking president of the United States. So come on, dude. Like, cussing, give me a break. Sensitivity training, come on, give me a fucking break. People have done far worse and got far further in life, right? Like I'm over here stressing about saying fucking I'm going deep on this, guys. I'm over here stressing about saying Korean fried chicken like I offended somebody, and yet someone's saying grab him by the pussy and becomes fucking president of the United States. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Give me a fucking break. What am I doing here? In this recording, in this today, I feel like I haven't said exactly what I wanted, and I feel like I said everything wrong, you know? I feel like I haven't had time to say what I wanted, like I haven't expressed myself. So I'm actually amazed that I can form fucking complete sentences and thoughts doing this right now. It's pretty amazing. And then I go back and edit it, I'm like, wow, I actually make sense. I can't believe I'm able to release this video. But that's literally how I feel when I'm fucking out here trying to have a conversation. And I always manage to say way more than I intended, so that's a good thing, because shit's boring when we don't talk doing these vlogs. Like, I used to watch somebody do this food delivery shit. He doesn't do the vlogs anymore, but he used to never talk. He would just ride around, and every now and then you might hear him talk to himself, like, all right, got another order, 14 minutes, whatever. But I want to go to Grubhub, even though Grubhub ain't giving me shit. Turn it back off, perfect. Oh God, sidetracked. Where's this other fucking place? Come on, tell me. Where are we going? 32nd Street, Koreatown. But yeah, I used to watch this dude. He did food delivery vlogs, but he would never talk. He would say like the typical shit, like, oh, thank you, you know, dropping off an order, or he might say something to himself under his breath. But it was the most boring, and I realized, like, I'm like, dude, these things are so much more entertaining when the person fucking talks. If you're not talking, if you're not telling a story or anything, you're just riding around, not saying shit, doing deliveries, that shit is boring. I learned not to tell like other vloggers kind of how to run their shit, and I never did. I would just like, I never thought anything of it. I used to just say, hey man, you should talk a little bit more. It'd be, you know, bring more entertainment value. Constructive criticism. Some people do not like that. Some vloggers I've noticed. I've had people delete my comments for saying shit like that, and I'm not even being like a certain way or anything, you know. So I learned not to say that shit no more. There we go. But anyway, man, he didn't listen to me because he never talked, and that shit was boring, bro. I could not watch this dude just ride around and not even. You gotta talk. You gotta engage with some people. You gotta get some people shit to think about. Anyway, that's my own stupid opinion, but I think I'm right, damn it.
Thank you.
Oh, look at this mess, dude. Real quick.
No, I want the cheese.
Thank you.
Oh, really? I fucking love it.
See, people wonder why, like, food delivery drivers cut lines and why they speak up. Like, excuse me, do you got the order? Because if you don't, you'll stand there forever and your order is ready the whole time. So I don't even know what the hell this is. Why is it wrapped up in fucking bubble wrap? Whatever. What is that? Skewers? Oh, it's skewers. That's why. Pretty smart, actually.
But we don't have to.
Put that shit in like bubble wrap, kind of foil type stuff. I don't even know what the hell that is. Verify order. It's about 10 minutes to the east. 8 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna say it now. If you're someone that's commenting on my channel, where I literally made like an hour-and-a-half video where the first thing I say is I'm riding an electric unicycle. It's called the Commander, and I talk about it for literally an hour and a half. And you're asking the question, what is it I'm riding? Then I shouldn't even. I get these questions a lot where it's literally there. You just literally have to listen for like 2 seconds, or like read for 2 seconds, and you'll get the answer. But instead, they spend like 30 seconds asking me a question. Oh my god, dude! I get these comments all the time. What is it you're writing? It's in my title. It's in the video. It's in my YouTube description. It's in the description. It's probably in the comments below. Bro, take a second and look for yourself. You know, Lord, anyone with a YouTube channel knows what I'm talking. You get these comments all the time. Just really like weird comments. You don't even know how to describe, but you know, out of nicety, because I'm a nice person and I have no life, I respond to these comments, you know. The easiest question in the world. Hey man, can you tell me how to breathe? How do you breathe? It's like, dude, you literally have to explain this shit. It's like, I don't know if these people are trolling me or they're literally that lazy, but I get a lot of these comments. It's pretty amazing. Respond to basically all my comments, and yes, I see all the comments as well. Then if you don't respond for a little bit, because people notice that you respond to comments, then they start to feel a certain way. Like, I had this one dude who was like angry at me because I didn't like respond at a certain time, you know. And if you're gonna get like that, I just block you, bro. Like, and he basically like grilled me on some shit because I didn't respond in a certain time. I'm like, dude, really? Like, I could be like most YouTubers and not respond to any comments, you know. For me, it's entertainment. For me, I like responding to comments. It's just these comments that are just like no effort whatsoever. Like, some of them don't even make fucking sense, and you're just like, how do I respond to this comment? Okay, I'll just give you a heart, bro. Because basically what happens is you have these comments in your dashboard, which is something we see as YouTubers. We log in and we see all our unresponded comments. And if you don't respond to the comments, if you don't give them a heart, or if you don't respond in some way, like by messaging them back, then basically you're forced to see these comments the whole time. And I'm a little OCD when it comes to this shit. I need to clear my dashboard of all comments, you know. And it's weird in a way, because it's like the comments that you don't respond to, those are the ones that stay in your dashboard. Like, the comments that you don't want to respond to are like the mean comments, or just like the dumb comments and stuff like that. But I'm sorry if I'm offending you, but yeah, there are some really dumb comments, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. And so what happens is, if you don't respond to those comments, all the dumb comments, all the mean comments are just there, glaring in your face every time you log in, reminding you how dumb you are, reminding you how like lazy they are. Shit, hold on, I gotta take a right. And so yeah, it's like it forces you to respond, you know. You can't ignore the comments, they're always going to be there, so you got to like respond or you delete it. But if you delete it, then they'll realize that you're like annoyed or angry. So I don't delete comments, bro, unless it's something really bad, like they know they're being a dick, but I'll just block them first. Yeah, so I'll either heart you or I'll just be like, I just give in. I'm just like, okay, you won, bro. The dumb comment, I'll respond anyway. But a lot of times I just think to myself, like, bro, just take a second, think, watch the video, see what I say. You know, I'm literally talking an hour and a half about what the fuck I'm riding. Like, come on, dude. All right, let me see here. Really, it's just laziness, bro. I'll be honest. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys. You guys being lazy as fuck. All right, let's see. Hello. I got a food delivery for
Which one?
$4.50. All right, cool. Thank you. Let's see real quick.
Which one is the Bagode?
Yeah, it's that was actually Extreme Bowl. Yeah, it's the Commander. Yeah, it's good. It's what's that? Don't, because it'll take off. Yeah.
No, I have Bagode.
Okay, what kind?
A2 or B2?
A2? You have the Bagode A2?
Yeah.
Smaller one?
No, bigger one. BB2 or something like that.
Yeah, the A2 is smaller.
It's not this big. They have the mini one too.
Yeah.
Not the mini one. A little bigger one.
Is it waterproof?
Yes.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, it's smaller than this.
Smaller than
Yeah,
this.
yeah. No, that's a good one to have for the city because, you know, these things, the weak points are water, so.
That one does not have suspension.
No, I used to have one, but I don't have it anymore. But,
These are fast.
yeah, this one, they say 45 for that, but I got a couple of them, but that's one of them.
Yeah, I got into an accident like a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I just left it on the side.
Oh,
I was using it for like almost a year.
okay.
I used it for almost a year. Yeah, it does a little, with no suspension, it's like a little uncomfortable, but
Yeah, I mean, you get used to it. It's like usually when you first start, you know, like when you first start, you're gonna crash the most. But now, like I've been doing it for like a little over 3 years. It's rare that I crash, and I feel more comfortable on these things than bikes. Like it's pretty crazy. It just takes a while, you know.
yeah, it took me almost 6 months to start on the street here.
Yeah, it takes some courage, man. I remember, like, because you're scared to go on the road. I know.
It is very scary.
Especially with the little ones. The little ones,
Yeah.
the big ones, you can kind of you know.
It's like riding a big car and small car.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So.
it's tricky, but yeah, I like it.
Cool. Yeah, they're getting popular. People are, instead of asking me what it is now, some people are starting to say, oh, which one is that? Is that, or I have the Bagode, or, you know, you used to not hear that. You know, it used to be like, what the hell is that thing? Like, is that a suitcase?
It's called ECU, right? EUC.
EUC, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
You see, you get a lot of people stopping you and asking you about.
Oh, every day I ride this thing, nonstop. Everyone, they're fascinating. You know, food. I'm gonna text this guy real quick. Food delivery, food left with reception as instructed
450 doors.
by
Doorman.
reception. Thanks.
4,670.
That's metric, so that's really like 2,600 miles. But I bought it used. I bought it like it had like 2,200 miles on it. But my other one I got like 15,000 miles on it. These things last forever, man.
How much do you pay?
I got this used for like 1,300. I got a good deal because I can go 12 plus hours, 40 something miles per hour.
12 plus hours?
Yeah. I know, it's unbelievable, you know. Yeah, it is, man. It's real convenient. I can use it all night.
I
So
don't know how can they make this thing more safer. That's the whole thing. Like,
it's skill, man. You
It
just
is.
got to get better.
yeah, it is. But the thing is,
Because I hardly crash on these things.
yeah,
But no, you're right. Like the electronics, they gotta keep making it safer. They've done a lot of things, which I'm
what
kind of
about the wobbly thing?
the wobbly thing. That's just skill. That just gets better. Like I don't wobble anymore. Plus, it's tire pressure. If your tire pressure is the right pressure, it won't wobble as much. If it's too high pressure, you'll wobble. You gotta have it at the right pressure. So, but the real thing is like the electronic safety. That's what's really important because these things can.
Okay, so mine one has a rubber cover on top.
Yeah, I know exactly what you want. Yours is blue.
Blue, yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's waterproof. It doesn't have an extractable handle. You lift it.
From
I know exactly.
No, I do have the handle, but it's
On the back.
Yeah,
You bought it.
yeah.
I got the M10-4, so I got the smaller one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I follow this shit all the time. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
The A2 is a good wheel, man.
I just got it because of that. I don't know what to do because I was like, I want something very convenient. I can take in the bus. Just put it.
The
between
A2 is
my
perfect.
leg. Yeah, and it was so perfect. but
Yeah.
Recently, like a few months ago, nobody hit me. I fall by myself on the street, and I have to take the ambulance. It wasn't.
Oh, the
like,
ambulance.
That bad. It
Holy
wasn't
shit.
that bad. It wasn't that bad, but. Now
It left fear in you.
Yeah, I had the accident on Saturday.
Yeah.
On Monday I had eye surgery. So
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
Like, yeah, I had my eye surgery. So I'm like, let me give like a little rest.
Eye surgery from crashing?
No.
Oh, something separate.
Something separate.
Okay, well that makes sense. I mean, you got to take care of your body first, but
Okay.
anyway, man, take care.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'm getting more and more people saying, "Oh, which one is that? I have a Master, or I have a fucking A2." Or you still don't get that a lot, but oh man, I've been recording a lot. I'm gonna do this order, and then I'm probably gonna stop recording for a little bit, come back later. It's exhausting talking this much. I'm not used to, this is the most I talk like ever. I never talk. Alright, let's go pick up this order, drop it off. But he ain't lying talking about like safety and shit with these things, because let me tell you, you can have all the confidence in the world, but one crash, one weird thing with electronics happens, it kills your confidence, bro. Like, oh, I gotta toggle back on with Grubhub, forgot. On, off. I've had it multiple times where like I'll crash and I might be scared, but what really scared me was that time with the fucking Commander Pro and I blew the battery. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't even want to like jinx myself here, but I thought something much worse would have happened. I thought like things would have caught on fire. I thought it was going to be that put the fear in me so much, bro. I'm just like, I'm quitting EUCs. I'm like, and in a way, that's another reason why I kind of want to stop food delivery, because these things in a lot of ways are very dangerous. You're taking a risk storing them inside. I'll just say that you are. And in Manhattan, you don't have any garages. You can't put them outside, you know? You got to take them inside. So it's like, you know, it's like, fuck, man. And like you rely on these things for like work, right? And even for hobbies, you got to store it, you know? And that's another reason. You know, I don't want to rely on these things that can be that dangerous. So it's another reason to kind of stop this food delivery shit. You gotta start thinking about that stuff, man. And honestly, that shit's scary. It terrifies me. I still have fear of that stuff. I think about it all the time. And I get it, bro. I get it. I get it why they don't want you to bring these things indoors. I get it, trust me. I've seen enough, heard enough. You want to keep these things like in a garage, separate from your house, you know, until they can really certify these batteries. And I don't know. Damn, these orders are gonna keep me away from Grubhub. Just getting more orders. Got another order with Uber after this, but I don't think I'm gonna record it. Am I doing a drop off? I can't remember if I picked up food or not. Oh, I got another order in here. Holy shit, okay. Hello. I have a food delivery. Okay, I'll just put it here if that's okay. Thank you. Am I good to go? Okay, thank you. No, you're good. You know, if I leave these things by reception, no one's going to take it. I have no problem leaving the EUCs by reception. Nothing's going to happen to it. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break from recording, and I'll see you guys later. It is currently 10:48 p.m. See you in a bit. We're back. It's 4:58 a.m. Almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Last I stopped, it was around like 10:38 or something like that p.m. So it's been a little bit. I'm on about to do a pickup here, and we're gonna stop at 6. So we got about an hour. Yeah, so just been staying steady. I took like about a 20-minute break, 21-minute break, something like that, and that's about it. Been working all that time. So, yep, that's about it. Like $63, $64 tip from that big old order, and that's what really helped me. I'm probably around, I don't know, probably 250 or more. So doing really good. I'm not even sure if I've done 8 hours yet. So around probably 8 hours right now. So we're doing really good. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at the stats and shit, and I'll show you at the end. So yeah, I'm kind of tired, dude. My schedule's been like flipped on its head lately. It's like all of a sudden I turn diurnal, where I want to stay up all freaking day, where I'm like up during the day. It's weird. And So yeah, I'm just resetting my schedule right now to be nocturnal again. So I'm kind of tired. Looking forward to going to sleep here in about an hour and a half. A little bit of a wind chill, but it's got to be like low 40s, maybe even mid 30s. I don't know, because if I look on my iPhone, it says it's in the 30s. But if I look on my Android, which is typically more accurate, it says like low 40s or something. So it's pretty cold, but it's the wind chill that gets you. But I'm prepared. I got everything. I'm pretty bundled up. It's not to the point where I need gloves. Also, I just keep my hands in my pocket. It keeps me warm. But it is to the point where I got my helmet on with the visor to protect from the wind. It's because it's the wind, dude. The wind is the shit that gets you. So, and I have like my heavy coat on with a like a little light sweatshirt underneath, and I got like thin layer pants or sweatpants under that. So I'm pretty good. It's just trying to block the wind, and the visor does most of that job, so that's good. Plus I got my turtleneck type thing on. I don't know what the hell it's called. Hey, this person. Cool, awesome. Thank you. Where's the top? Yes. Okay. Thank you. So that big, okay, let me see this drop off's going. Alright, about 5 minutes to the south. On Uber, that's very rare, you know. It's very, 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 nowadays it's extremely rare. I don't even think I've ever got that high of a tip. I mean, I can't remember I got a tip that high. So that might have been my record tip, like, believe it or not. I probably had one close, but I don't think it was that high. Anyway, very, 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 very rare to get that kind of a tip, especially during the mandate, especially on Uber. So that's the thing that helped me out. You know what's funny is, like, that $64 tip, that's about what I get at the end of my week with all the tips combined. Like 130, 140 trips I usually do in a week, and or more. And all those trips, all those tips are combined, and it's usually around that. So I basically made my week's worth of tips in that one order. So that's good. I do get cash tips, but they don't happen that often. Tonight I got a couple actually. I got two $3 tips, so I got $6 in cash tips on top of that. So like I said, I'll do the math at the end. For all y'all that don't believe me, I feel like, I don't even know why, like, I don't even really care that you guys believe me or not. It just kind of annoys me that you think I'm like a liar. So maybe I do care, but it doesn't bother me that much. It's just like, bro, like, I'm gonna make this a big deal because people think I'm fucking lying over here. Anyway, I'll show you the screen, but anyway, so yeah, let's drop this off. Grubhub, I've been scheduled since like 9 p.m. to like 4:30, and during that whole time I only got one order. And you say, wow, why? Well, because as I was showing earlier, if I wasn't getting any orders with Grubhub, I would turn on Uber, and whatever app gave me the order first, like if Uber gave me an order before Grubhub while they're both turned on, I would take the Uber order and then pause DoorDash. And that's basically what I've been doing all night. And because of that, Uber keeps giving me orders before Grubhub, and so I keep pausing Grubhub. And I really think Grubhub does that on purpose. I think like I said, they're kind of like DoorDash in the sense that once you get an order, I feel, I'm not positive, but like it's like momentum. It's like if you do an order, then they'll send you another one. And the more orders you do, the more orders they send you. But like if you're doing what I'm doing, you're taking an Uber, then you're pausing them, they're not really going to give you that much orders. So, and I think they do that shit on purpose because they want you to stay on their app. They don't want you to use other apps, you know? So I really feel like they do that on purpose. I'm almost certain at this point. But whatever, man. It's, you know, I don't think I have like a day or something to get my ratings up, and I don't think that's gonna happen. And even if I had a month to get my ratings up, I'm not gonna play these games, dude. Like this momentum order shit, because when Grubhub's good and they want to give you orders, they fucking give you orders, bro. And they are playing these games, like this momentum shit. They do that shit. I'm telling you, they've done that shit since they started. I mean, it's hard to explain, but just trust me on that. I've been doing this shit for like a little bit now. I think I know what I'm talking about. I've seen all sides of the fucking mandates. Before the mandates, after the mandates, I've seen like all different ways these apps have fucking done shit. I know, okay? I know how they all act. They all have their little personalities too. So Uber has always been my favorite here in NYC, and every market's different as well, but here in NYC, Uber is like the shit. Without Uber, I don't even know if I'd keep doing this, man. I don't even know if it'd be worth it. I'd probably find a way if I really wanted to, but all right, let me see if I'm, where are we going? I think I went the wrong way. Let me go this way. One time I spent like 10 minutes trying to find this spot, and I kept passing it up because the map said it was right here, and for some reason I just could not find it. Like, I don't know. This place is gonna be burned in my memory for that for some reason. But hello, I have a food delivery. Okay, thank you. So it says it's 37 degrees, feels like 31. That sounds about accurate. But if I go on my Android phone, it'll say something completely different. It's so stupid. I feel like my Android phone is more accurate. It really is. So like before I leave my apartment, like I said, like we're like meteorologists, because we got to be out in the elements all the time, so we got to like really understand what we're getting into. And I always look at the weather before I come out. And I never turn on my iPhone to look at the weather before I go out. I look at my Android. 1 second. So this orders, it was a meet at door order on the app, but it said please just leave the order at the door, no knocking, no ringing. So that's what I did. Left it, sent them a text. But yeah, I always look at my Android phone before I come out, and I look over the hours and what it's gonna be like for the night. And the Android phone is extremely accurate, and because of that, That's how I know what to wear. Obviously, I mean everyone looks at the weather, but the I think it's the Google weather one. I don't know, but it's like really accurate. Thank you. And like I said, it's not enough just to look at the weather. I mean, it's not enough just to look at the temperature. You got to look at the freaking wind. The most important things, obviously, it's whether it's going to rain or not, but it's been pretty dry lately, thankfully. Yeah, it's the temperature and the wind. You know, if it's 40 degrees out here, but the wind is like 1 mile an hour or like 0, then it's gonna feel kind of warm. If I'm wearing the same shit I'm doing now, it's gonna feel pretty warm actually. But if the wind chill's like 7-10 miles an hour, it's gonna feel chilly. It's gonna feel cold actually, like how it feels now, because I think the wind chill is probably wind gust probably 7 miles per hour right now. I don't know, I'm probably boring you guys, but yeah. Anyway, all right, so yep, so we got like about 45 minutes and call it. The wheel is doing very good. Just by looking at the bars, I've only used like a couple out of like, I don't even know how many bars this one has, but it was doing really good. I haven't really done far trips though, but it's cold, so it's like cold affects the battery, but short trips also makes the battery go longer, blah blah blah. Anyway, let's wait on the next order. I'm like 5 to like 5:30. It's a little like a lull. It's probably one of the slowest times of my shift, because I don't know why. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like people are like waking up and they're like all in the shower or something. I don't know, but at this time, like 5 to 5:30, you don't get a lot of orders. Then once 5:30 hits, like around 5:20, 5:30, you start getting a shit ton of, that's when your coffee orders start coming in. And then they don't stop until like 9 to 10 a.m. They just keep coming in. You keep getting fucking coffee orders, and I hate that time. I hate delivering coffee, dude. It's like the worst. Especially Starbucks. Like, I got a rule now. Like, one of my rules, I don't give a shit how cold it is outside. If it's a certain coffee order from Starbucks, I don't even put it in my bag, because it's like a high probability that thing's gonna spill. I'd rather deliver you somewhat cold coffee, lukewarm coffee, than deliver you fucking a third of the coffee because it fucking spilled, because Starbucks doesn't know how to wrap their shit. And it's like damn near hard. Like, they fill it to the brim, and they have those things with the holes in the top, and the lids come off extremely easy, and it's just so easy to spill those coffees. So it's just like your best chance is just to carry it. Anyway, this is for those of you that actually care about New York City. There's actually a lot of you guys out there. This is the Oculus. It's like I think it's like was like a train station, the Amtrak and shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's right by 9/11 Memorial. So this is One World Trade Center. This big building right here, it goes way up there. That was built. It's called the AKA Freedom Tower. Kind of built as a semblance, is that the right word, to the 9/11 memorials, which are right over here in front of me. Can't go over there right now, it's blocked off at this time, but yeah. So that's that. We're in the financial district, still waiting on orders. Actually, you know, let's just talk about the Oculus. So it looks really cool on the outside, right? You got this like this shit that goes all the way up, right, and then all the way like that. I don't know if you guys can see it, right? Pretty cool. Oh, I gotta order. shitty order, dude. Actually, I'm getting a lot of these for 30 minutes for fucking like I mean, that's so bad. I'm thinking about it. Fuck it, let's do it. I don't care. We are getting paid in trip time. But what I was gonna say, I'll show you real quick. I can't see from this angle. Maybe I can see right here. Anyway, this is a glass window, by the way. So let's see. Got another one, another 12 minutes going out that way. But anyway, it's shaped like an oval. If I was to look through the front, I can't really see it, but anyway, it's shaped like an oval. They got a whole bunch of like stores in here. But let me tell you what, man, sometimes you have to get shopping pays from these places. Another reason why I stopped shopping pays, because they're a pain in the ass. But sometimes you got to do shopping pays from this fucking spot. There's like a Walgreens in here. Here, let me just show you real quick what it looks like. And to get to this Walgreens, whoo, man, it is a pain. Anyway, there's like 3 floors to this place, and like it's weird. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so weird. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Just take my word on it. To get the fucking Walgreens, bro, it's hard. It takes some time. So, and also if you go to like Penn Station, or like Madison Square Garden kind of deal around that area, and you gotta go inside the Penn Station. That's another place. Hard to get to places, man. Like, they keep giving me, like, I guess there's like a, okay, so this first pickup is like way up there. We got like, it says about 19 minutes to get up there, but anyway, if I get like those 2 places, that place that I was just at, and Penn Station, horrible places to pick up orders from. Or if you ever got to pick up an order at the mall, like at Hudson Yards, you guys don't even know what I'm talking about probably, but it's another hard place. I think I've only had to pick up an order there once. It actually wasn't that bad, but yeah, anyway. Actually watched the part 1 of this video. You would know that I had a huge issue changing the tire on this thing with the inner tubes. Messing up the inner tubes, pinching the inner tubes, getting holes in the inner tubes. Ooh, it's windy right now. And so I had to patch up this inner tube. I wasn't sure if it was going to hold, but it's been holding all night, so I did a good patch job. They got these circle little things. It's like patch circles, and you put it over the hole with some like, I don't know, some glue type shit, and some of those work and some of them don't. But if you're still having an issue, if you put those circle patch things, if you have Gorilla Tape, some type of Gorilla Tape, it works really good, dude, to hold that patch in place. And that's kind of what I did. I just put the Gorilla Tape around it, and yeah, it worked really good. It's crazy. Gorilla Tape I use for fucking everything, dude. You don't even realize it until you have it. You're like, dude, I could use this on practically everything. In the morning, because like everyone's rushing to get to work, and like they're driving fast in their cars. It's like a weird energy. And then everyone starts ordering coffee at this time. I don't like it, dude. There is a time, like during the morning, probably around like 7, maybe like I don't know, I'm just guessing. I think around, I don't know, there is a certain time in the morning where it's quiet, but it's very short-lived. I don't know, I was gonna think like 7 o'clock in the morning, but I don't know how accurate that is. On the weekends in the morning, it's chill. It's chill. Those are cool. Like, those I don't mind doing, but it's the weekdays, you know. Oh, it sucks. Just got the first pickup. Now we're on our way to the second. It's called Skyline Gourmet Deli. So it's about 10 minutes to the north. The lights and shit go out on this thing sometimes. And I don't know if you can see, but the battery thing goes out too. Thank you for interrupting. So what you gotta do, you gotta free spin it and watch the light will come back on. Well, I guess it was already on. See, now the battery symbols come back on and shit. I don't know. It's a known thing with the, I think I just burned a fucking hole in the fucking... It's like a known thing with the commander wheel, unfortunately. Nothing is wrong, but it's like a little bug that they never fixed. I already talked a long detail about it in my other video, but yeah. Hello. I got a pickup for Ronnie.
Ronnie, yes?
Yep. Cool. Thank you. Scan. Whatever. Can't scan the item. Order verified. Complete pickup. So. Well, thank you. I'm not even gonna put this in my backpack because literally the drop off is like half a block this way. Like, it's super close. Usually that would be for like a doorman, but this is actually giving me a apartment number, so let's see. Blah blah blah. I don't think it's right here. Hey, food delivery, I arrived.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Are you? Thanks. How we doing? So, in that case, I saw in the notes that he wanted me to call when I got here, so that's how I knew how to call. All right, the last drop off of the night, 54th Street, about 5 minutes to the east. And then that's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be our last one. And I'll update you guys with the earnings and all that shit. So this is a hotel courtyard. Wants a pin. It says meet in lobby. I hate how they do that. Like, hello, food delivery? All right.
4929.
4929, you got it. All right. Here you go. Thank you.
Very much.
Alright, so that's it. We ended at 5:54 in the morning. So I'm gonna write that down. I started at 7:20 p.m. We ended at 5:54. I was gonna say, I hate how, like, for some reason they call this, like, it has 3 different names to it: Resident Inn, the Marriott, and Courtyard. Because sometimes you get confused, because on the app it says Courtyard, but you're like, the Courtyard's the Marriott? And you're like, no, the Marriott's somewhere else. And you're like, no, wait a minute. Resident Inn is somewhere else. And you just get confused. Alright, so there you have it. A recap of the shift. I started at 7:20 p.m. We ended at 5:54 a.m. I took about a 26-minute break. And that's it. So I had like 26 minutes in there where I didn't work. Here's the earnings. Here's the time. Here's the mileage. And yep, that should be about it. And for those of you that don't believe me, now these are, oh yeah, I also got a $6 cash tip overall. So for those of you that don't believe me, this is what I have right now. This is before any extra tips come in. So you might ask why is on the Thursday, because at 4 a.m. it rolls over. So like this is all from 7:20 or something like that until 4 a.m. Then once it hit 4 a.m. it starts counting Thursday. So since 4 a.m. to 5:54 I made 30.50, and from like 7:20 to 4 a.m. I made 261 and shit. So all together we did, let me see here, we did 37 trips with Uber, we did 2 trips with Grubhub, and here's the Uber time, total online active hours, active trip time 9 hours, overall time 9 hours 22 minutes. The only tip we got was at $64, which is awesome. And this is what we made with Grubhub. Add that together, plus the tips, plus any extra tips that come in. So F you if you think I'm lying. Deuces.